What's up, YouTube? This is the Take 5 podcast. I'm Aaron Action.
I'm Trex Nasty.
And I'm Dustin.
And I'm Rosie.
Today's topic is top 5 stand-up comedians. All right, Rosie, what you got for number 5?
All right. So this is not a strong suit of mine. I really am not the best with this one. So number 5, I am going to go with Jim Carrey.
It's funny, we just got done talking about that.
Yeah, I didn't know he did stand-up, and they said
he
yeah.
did. That's where he started out.
Yeah, he started out before acting, doing some stand-up.
Yeah. All right, Dustin, what you have for number 5?
My number 5 is a current comedian, but he's been doing it a while. He's a rager, man. This dude's a total rager. Me and my buddy Matt went and saw him probably 3 or 4 years ago now, because COVID fucks up my time frame of everything. But Joey Coco Diaz, and most of his bits are surround. He used to be a huge cokehead, and so. And, earlier we were talking about, like, kind of visuals. Like, he's got a lot of energy. So he's an older dude, but, he's got a lot of energy. He's got a, like, real distinctive voice and for real good delivery, how he does shit. And, like I said, a lot of his stuff is about, like, his wild escapades, either on cocaine or trying to get cocaine or whatever. So, yeah, Joey Coco Diaz.
Never
fucking
even heard
tremendous.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
There's probably a lot of comedians I never heard of.
Yeah.
On this
All right,
list.
Trex, what did you have for number 5?
All right. Well, opening statement: stand-up comedy was not the way I preferred my comedy, but as you will tell when I go through my list, the type of comedy I enjoy when it comes to the stage, Bob Zany. It's just a more recent one I just checked out.
Nice. I remember him. Yeah, actually.
And I like his delivery because he complains about like one of his jokes was about finding a penny on the head. I mean on tails, and some homeless guy come up to him and said, "It's bad luck." He goes, "Man, you know a lot about bad luck, don't you?" Just those kind of jokes just got my eye, got my ear, and made me laugh. He said a few
I'm
more.
surprised in that one. I remember him. Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
I've heard the name.
Yeah. All right. So when it comes to stand-up comedy, it's subjective. I mean, any kind of comedy is like everybody has different sense of humor. There's some that's so popular and I just don't get the jokes. So you'll kind of see where my taste is. But everybody will know who this one is. My number 5, Jim Florentine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I first remember hearing it. You don't know who he is? Well, like I first remember hearing him on Howard Stern. Then he was on that metal show. You never watched that metal show, Rosie?
Yeah.
And he's got a serious radio show too, where he does nothing but metal.
Yeah, it's called Metal Midgets, actually.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a podcast where he's just bitching about stupid stuff like license plates and like t-shirts and supermarket like music and shit. He's pretty fun.
And he dated Robin Quivers. Did you know that?
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Rosie, what's that for number 4?
Number 4, I'm going to go with the Queen of Comedy, Joan Rivers.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
It's a classic.
That one, that's old school.
Yeah. I never got into her jokes though. Except for
she was pretty savage, man.
She's savage. Or was savage.
Yeah.
Baseballs was good with her.
No.
My bird alert went off.
All right, Dustin, what's that for number 4?
My number 4 is someone we've talked about before. He died. I really don't remember how long ago. I got turned on to him over an overnight drive in a band thing, and it was like, yeah, this guy, he has a stand-up bass player, behind him, and I'm like, what? And I love this dude's delivery, Mitch Hedberg, man. He was. I was very, brilliant in my opinion. Yeah, man, Mitch Hedberg.
See, I knew you'd have him. So he would have been on my list if we didn't discuss him the other day. Because
Yeah.
I would listen to him. He's great.
Yeah.
His delivery. His jokes are kind of corny, but his delivery is so good, man.
Yeah. And the corny, and I feel like the corniness of it goes along with like that was by design.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like it
Yeah.
fits his delivery. It just
Yeah.
it all fits.
Yep.
All right, Trex. What'd you have for number 4?
All right, number 4, Sam Kinison. Known for his black comedy
Motherfucker.
and marriage jokes, he was hit by a drunk driver head on and died April 10th, 1992. Little known fact though, he was first offered the role of Al Bundy before Ed O'Neill, but he turned it down.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's wild.
Did you know
Another
that,
fun
Eric?
fact. No, but another fun fact. I seen him in concert.
Oh yeah, you did. I remember that.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Like doing the music thing or doing stand up?
stand up.
Okay. Because didn't he tour like do shit music for a minute also?
Yeah, if I remember, I think he did like the song "Wild Thing" live at the end of the
Okay.
set or something. But I know it's a stand up because I remember he used to call like cheating ex girlfriends and shit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like dude went up on stage and called his girlfriend and called her a whore and all kinds of
Was
stuff.
it at the Newport?
No, at the Vets.
Okay. Because what's crazy is my parents went and saw him at I'm pretty sure it was at the Newport, but I want to say it was like 88 when they saw him at the Newport.
Yeah, I think it was 87, maybe. No, it might have been 88, 89, maybe.
You know what? Maybe it was the same one then. For some reason, I want to say they went to the Newport, but I could be wrong.
All right. My number 4 is a comedian I just discovered last night doing research for the show. Trex heard me laughing last night.
Yeah, I did.
Jeremy. You ever heard of him, Dustin?
Who?
Jeremy Hotz. I guess that's how it's
No.
pronounced. Hotz.
Not by the name. I mean, I know we talked about earlier, I listen to a lot of the Sirius XM comedy channels, and I don't always catch people's names, who they were. So I don't know if I've heard his stuff or not. I don't know the name.
Yeah, he's a comedian that like makes fun of himself. Those are like I like that kind. We do that shit all the time. We make fun of ourselves. Like he's got like a big nose and like he makes fun of it and shit. So he was pretty funny. Check him out.
Okay.
I was wondering what you was laughing at. You laughing hard.
All right, Rosie, what's that for number 3?
For number 3, I'm going to go with Courtney Cronendold.
Never heard of him.
Never.
She is a current comedian. She's quite funny. She does a lot of like cruise ship stuff and Vegas residencies and things like that. She does a little thing called Punchlines and Backlines. She brings in a lot of musicians to do like one-offs and stuff. She's super funny.
Check it out. I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah. All right, Dustin, what'd you have for number 3?
Number 3, I'm gonna go with a classic. He's still around. He still does it. I don't think he hits like he did 30 plus years ago, but man, I'm going with Dice, Andrew Dice Clay.
I knew it.
Not all about that guy.
I did too.
See, I had him on my honorable mention because I knew somebody would say him. Like he would have been my top 5 also.
Well, I just
forgot he
first saw him. I was going to say that I first saw him was HBO had a comedy thing that it was from Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield had a comedy club in New York, and the first time I heard that, the nursery, what he's known for, the nursery rhyme shit. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
Fucking hooked, man.
See, it's funny, who I first seen him at. He wasn't on stand up, but he played on Different Strokes.
Different Strokes. I do remember that. Yes.
As Andrew Clay. That was he before Dice and
and he had the leather jacket and shit though. Yeah. I do remember that. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, Trex, what'd you have for number 3?
Well, like Dustin's pick, mine is from an HBO special when I first saw this one. Howie Mandel was
Yeah.
funny
Classic.
when he randomly picked audience members and asked them what they do for a living, and then he was quick witted with his punchlines on it. And my favorite part was when he asked the guy, "What do you do for a living?" He goes, "Purchasing." Well, what do you purchase? You go to a shopping store. We call that shopping. And he took his chair. He's like, stand up. And he took his chair, put it in the back. He goes, go purchase your chair back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he was good. 'Cause on talks on game shows and stuff, I don't think he's as funny as he used to be because he was like animated.
Thing is, I don't remember that one stand-up he did though, but it was good. It was really good.
Yeah, that's what I remember. That's why I picked him.
All
I
right.
liked a lot of movies he was into.
Yeah, I forgot to say one
Yeah.
on a comedy, Walk Like a Man.
All right. My number 3, Damon Wayans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like even Fishbone, because if you ever seen a stand-up, he does a bit about mosh pits at a Fishbone show. And Fishbone puts that in their song Swim. And it's pretty fucking cool, man. All right, Rosie, what's that for number 2?
For number 2, since somebody else has said it yet, and I figured somebody would, I'm gonna go with George Carlin.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's why I didn't say it. I knew somebody would.
The fucking goat. The
Yeah.
goat, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Honorable mention
Fucking
for me.
Rufus.
yep. He had a sitcom on Fox that didn't last too long.
Yeah. All right, Dustin, what'd you have for number 2?
My number 2 was another person who I first saw on the same Dangerfield series of stuff on HBO that Trex already said, but it's still my number 2, man. Sam Kinison. The fucking rager. That dude was such a fucking rager, man. So yeah, it's Sam Kinison all the fucking way, man.
Right on. All right, Trex, what'd you have
All
for
right.
number 2?
All right, my last 2 picks are going to tell you what kind of comedy I really like, because I like I said, I like props and everything. So I picked The Amazing Jonathan, known for his gross out magic and comedy magic tricks. He was very entertaining. He died February 22nd, 2022. We're doing the research on him. I just watched a movie about him, and he had this kid from Australia, like 12 years old or something, made him his road manager when he turned 18 because he become a fan of Jonathan, and he called him up one day. Goes, you want to do a show in Sydney? He's like, yeah, you book me some clubs, I'll do it. And he become his manager, his best friend. And he was going through a divorce of his first wife, and he was depressed. He had a gun in his mouth, like in his room, and the guy walked in, and he called the police, and the police come like, just get on the ground, don't move. And when he found out the kid did it, he pulled a joke on him. He put a mannequin into bed, and he put like stage blood all over the wall. And when he knocked, he's like, Jonathan, are you in there? Jonathan, are you in there? He opened up the door, and he's seeing his blood everywhere, and he's panicking. And Jonathan jumps underneath the bed. Boo! I got you. Like off stage, he was comical.
I guess we don't have to see the movie now. You just told us the whole movie.
Yeah.
Well, not the whole one. That was just a scene.
So what's gonna be your number 1? Carrot Top?
Well, he wasn't funny.
We said you like
I
props.
actually saw Carrot Top.
I
back
thought
in-
he was.
I didn't think it was funny.
I thought he was funny. Yeah, he had some funny props.
Yeah, when I saw him in the mid '90s, he was funny then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like back then in like 80s and shit. Like he was pretty funny. All right, my number 2. I know Dustin will know this one. I don't know about you guys, but John Pinette.
Oh yeah.
I know the name.
Yeah.
You be here for a while.
Oh yeah,
You go now.
Tim used to say that joke every day.
Yeah, there's
And
shit.
it's funny, it
It's
happened
funny.
to you. It
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
died
man,
a few years ago, but man, he was funny.
Yeah, he was savage. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Rosie, what's your number 1? Carrot Top. We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Your lips are moving, but your voice is
You're
gone.
on mute.
Sorry.
That's why you can't hear
Time to be
you.
a ventriloquist?
Yeah.
My
Jump
number
in.
one is my dear friend Craig Gass.
Yeah. See, I had him as honorable mention.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he is good. He does.
I told him I was gonna I was like, I'm just gonna say you for all five. And that's it. I'm just gonna say you for all five of them. And he was like, fuck yeah, do that.
See, he
I
was
thought it'd be
hoping he
kind
would
of
have came on and did his list in different voices for all five.
Yeah, oh yeah. That would have been
fun.
yeah.
All right, well, Dustin, what's your for number one?
Well, she already said my number one, and we all agree he's the fucking GOAT, man, George Carlin.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Craig Gass also.
No. And I think Craig Gass would appreciate me saying George Carlin, because Carlin is, I mean, he all one, no argument, one of the
Nobody would
fucking
argue.
all-time greatest.
Yeah.
One of, for sure. 100, you cannot be argued.
But you know, comedians are like anyone else. They have influences. So George Carlin might have been a lot of comedians' influences.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, he was, because he'd been doing it like since the fucking 60s.
Yeah.
The 1860s.
Even back then, yeah.
Yeah.
He was fucking all the maidens and the yeah.
He was on stage when Abraham Lincoln got shot.
He was the opening act.
Yep.
All right, Trex, what's your number one?
All right. Once again, another magician like comedy magic. And this is my number one. You guys probably know him from Night Court as Harry Stone, Harry Anderson.
Yeah.
Before he was doing magic as a comedy act, he was a street hustler.
Yeah.
With the 3-shell game where you put a pea under it, and he was hustling on a beach, like Venice Beach or something. And he was taking all these people's money, and this big bodybuilder just come up and broke his fucking jaw. And he looked, he goes, man, I got to do something more serious. It's not going to get me injured. So he got into comedy and started doing stage acts and everything with his wife.
He was on an episode of Cheers doing like you said, his street hustle.
Yeah.
He had hustled like Norm and you know, the mailman character and his buddy whose names I can't remember right now, but he was hustling him out of shots of whiskey and shit. Exactly like what you said.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And as a magician, I used to go to magic shop and he sold magic tricks. I mean, same with Amazing Jonathan. I bought one of Amazing Jonathan tricks, the one that he does famously with the pin through the tongue. I learned how to do that. But Harry Anderson used to sell a lot of magic tricks under his name. He creates some. So I bought a lot of tricks of his too.
That's interesting.
All right. See, I thought somebody was going to say my number one. So I had two set up. Probably one of my favorite comedians of all time is Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah.
I thought somebody was going to say him. So I went with George Wallace.
I don't think I knew who that is.
Him?
Nope.
Not by the name.
Black dude. And he was like pretty clean. He didn't work blue at all. And but he was pretty funny.
But you know what's funny, Aaron?
What?
I'm surprised you didn't say what I thought your number one would have been.
Well, I know. Those would be honorable mentions. I thought people was going to go more mainstream. So there's a few of them that nobody said. I mean, I like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I definitely got him at honorable mention. Yeah.
He would have been my number 5. I thought
I
would have
put him, but I figured that would have been one like Richard Pryor.
I got him.
Yep.
Yeah. See? Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like newer, but he's funny.
Louis C.K.
Then Red Fox.
Yes.
That's who I thought you would have said.
Yeah.
Both are all honorable mentions of mine. Red Fox and Louis C.K. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Did anybody
you
say
got another one?
Nobody said
Um,
Rodney? Oh, wait. Am I on mute again? No.
No,
Okay.
we hear you.
No,
Rodney's
I'm
a good
amazed.
Yeah.
Everybody mentioned his comedy store, but no one did mention him.
He's on my honorable mentions. He just didn't make my top 5.
The best insult comic of all time, Don Rickles.
Oh, fucking A. Yeah.
Don Wrinkles?
Fuck, he no punches, man. He gave
But there
no.
was some Jack Benny and shit too. Trex knows also has some Jack Benny.
Oh yeah, you do. I had to watch the whole season with him. He had to explain it to me. It's like Leave It to Beaver, he knows every episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we were talking about the Rodney Dangerfield show member, Bob Nelson.
Absolutely.
He
Did
was
like the
funny.
football player bit.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, he fucking brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I saw Bill Hicks too. Was on the
Yeah.
same Dangerfield stuff. Yeah.
I had Dimitri Martin.
Yeah. Me and a dude at work talked about him. He didn't make an honorable. I don't hate him, but he's not my favorite. But he's
I mean,
popular.
he had some funny jokes.
Yeah,
That's what he says
does.
about me, too. I don't hate her, but she's not my favorite.
I don't hate you.
You're not his favorite either. Right. What else?
Oh shit! I got fucking Steve Martin.
Yeah, I
Damn,
figured
Justin.
someone would have said that.
Fucking fire.
Give us a
Oh, Chad.
warning next time you do that.
Do what? Be funny?
Put your head down.
Oh,
Mine
you like
doesn't
when I
fit.
put my head down like that? Well, I know we talked about this dude, and he's not for everybody, man. But I thought he was brilliant. Andy Kaufman, Patrice O'Neill. We talked about him. He's died also.
Yeah.
Here's a dude that I'm going to be honest. I think he's fucking funny. I love his shit, but I don't like him. Is Anthony Jeselnik.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's
funny.
brilliant at what he does, but I just don't like him. But I thought he was brilliant enough, worthy of making a honorable mentions. Another one who's died, Aaron, you'll know we've talked about Craig Giraldo.
Yeah.
Fuck, I got Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
Yep.
Rosie already said Louis C.K. Fuck, here's one I think we all forgot about. I thought this dude 10, 15 years ago was hot, man. Dane Cook. What the fuck happened to Dane Cook?
But he's like a fucking creep.
Hey, so am I. Maybe that's why
Yeah, that's why you like him then.
he was energy, yeah. Robin Williams. How the fuck haven't any of us said Robin Williams?
Because I thought someone else would have.
Good call. Good call.
I didn't like his stand up.
I did like it because he was active and on stage and using props.
Yeah.
Here's one that you guys probably forgot. Paul Rubin.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Pee Wee.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, Dustin likes him.
Yeah. And
I
his
mean,
shit, he was in those early Cheech and Chong movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
And he was in the Blues Brothers too.
I don't remember him in that one.
He was the one of the waiters in the scene where they go to the one classy restaurant to get one of the musicians back in the band, and he's one of the fucking waiters.
But
Yeah,
most
there's.
important, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Well, I think Batman
Back to another
Returns. Batman Returns was what he made his comeback in when he played as Penguin's parents.
No, when he made his comeback when he got caught jerking off at the movie theater.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that was after that. That's what made him.
No, because he come on somebody's
Never mind, I
back.
got it.
Uh-huh.
It's like when you puked on Dale Williams' notebook. Trapper Keeper.
Hell yeah.
40 years later, he says, "You're the one that puked on my Trapper Keeper."
Rosie,
No,
you
but
got
I'm-
some more?
I don't think anybody said Steve Martin.
I did.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanda Sykes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was brutal with the fucking crank anchors phone calls, man.
Frank
Yeah.
Angers is the shit. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorites she did was the one where she called about she had picked her car up. She was like, somebody shit in the back of my car.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
that one.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bit from her, man.
Jim Gaffigan.
I
Yeah.
had him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's clean, but he's good.
Yeah.
I had him on honorable mention.
You know, on Clean, back in the 80s, I did like Bill Cosby stand up.
Mm.
Well, you know
Oh,
what?
what's
You can
his-
have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up, Bill Cosby.
I mean, when I was a kid,
Ralphie May's funny.
I didn't really like him.
He's
I was kind of forced to watch him at Trex's house once.
yeah, my roommate got mad because we go into my room and watch Looney Tunes. He's like, man, you're not letting him watch this stand up. And like, Aaron's like, fuck that stand up. That ain't funny.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny is funnier.
I
Sounds
Artie
like
Lang.
a serial killer.
Fucking
movie.
A, Artie Lang. Yeah.
Dude, Artie Lang, like looking at Artie Lang makes me want to vomit.
Okay. Do you
Rosie,
think that
more
way
your
about
speed.
me?
Rosie, I figured more your speed would have been Jeff Foxworthy.
Ew. No, I
You're
drove
on
down.
video.
You're a redneck.
I'd push him off a building.
Damn, brutal.
Damn, you were
All right,
pretty
Dustin,
violent
you
tonight.
have any more?
Yeah, man. I'll tell you a couple guys that I've went. Me and Matt, my buddy Matt, have gone to see. At the Funny Bone. Past at least 4 or 5 years was saw Burt Kreischer takes the machine takes his shirt off. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
And Nick Swardson. We went
Yeah,
and saw Nick.
I knew him.
He's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in good in movies. He was on Reno 911.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking yeah, he was a rager live too.
I do like him.
I had a couple more. Bernie Mac.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
I thought he was the best one on the Kings of Comedy. John Witherspoon. The Dad on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny as fuck. Don Jameson, the other guy in Metal Show. Yep. Dustin, you got some more?
Yeah, well, I know we were talking about earlier. When I was on my way over here, I was listening to one of the comedy channels in a. Thank you. We're doing a fucking podcast here.
Again? This again?
All day,
So,
every day.
Mark Newman was this dude's name. I know you guys are talking about the visual, and obviously I'm just hearing him. He has a good delivery and a distinctive voice, but I could imagine him being one like we were all talking about earlier, who, if you were seeing him live, it would be the full effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one.
What?
Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Seen him in concert too.
Yeah.
Any other ones? I had a couple more. Back on the Wayans, I had Marlon Wayans.
The whole family was really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Damon Wayans was brutal though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
You remember this old school Don DC Curry, old black dude?
Not by that name, no.
He was funny too. He's like, I think he might have been on one of the Rodney Dangerfield ones. That's all I got. You got some more, Dustin?
Oh hell, I could think some shit. I mean,
Rosie, Trent?
Tom Segura. Y'all get into him?
I've heard of him.
Yeah,
I
him and Burt
remember-
Kreischer. Theo Vaughn.
Don't know who that is.
He's a newer dude. Oh hell, there's a woman that I think she's funny, and she has an OnlyFans. Oddly, also, and she promotes that too. She's kind of cute.
Of course, Dustin knows about that.
Yeah, no
Well,
shit.
hey, you know, I'm an expert at a few things. I think her name's Carrey. I can't think of her last man. It's getting old shit. It's bad.
She must have huge
I-
boobs, right?
Huh?
She must have huge boobs. You can't remember her name.
No, actually, no, she doesn't have huge boobs. She's
He
not
would remember.
really hot.
Good.
She's super cute. She's interesting to watch, but I kind of blew my mind when she because I follow her on Instagram and she's always putting like TikTok clips of her stand up, but she was promoting an OnlyFans one day. I was like, wow, that's all right. Like you're about that, okay? I
She's
respect it.
multitasking.
And she's trying to make that money, shake that ass and make that money. I get it. If I had an ass, I think I have a decent ass for a white guy, but I don't know if anybody wants to
No, we don't want to see it.
subscribe.
You don't say it, we're fine.
Right. Anything else?
I got to give a shout to Izzy Presley. He's funny.
Yeah, I follow that dude on Instagram. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He's funny.
And Dean Del Rey. He's fucking funny.
Well, the Courtney Cronendold that I said, she does shows with Izzy. So if you follow Izzy, then you should be familiar with Courtney.
Okay. Well, I mean, even keeping on the women, Nikki Glazer, Isla Schlesinger,
Lisa Lampanelli.
Lampanelli. She's classic. Yeah.
Oh, she's
Gene
and
Wilder
Sarah
married too. That was a comedian.
Who?
Gene Wilder's wife. That was a married.
Oh, yeah, Gilda Radner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
Sure. Any more? I think we're about out of time.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
That went by quick.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she always says.
Not always. I've had
out.
that.